We're here at Grinder Switch Winery in Centerville, and I'll tell you, it's not the typical day in a vineyard, but a lot of people don't realize that there's a whole lot of work to be done in the vineyard before it starts looking beautiful in the spring and summer. Mick Chesser, you have the wonderful responsibility of the vineyard here at Grinder Switch Winery.
Yep.
And while it looks to somebody just looking at the vineyard that nothing's going on, there's a lot that needs to go on, right?
There is. Right now, we get out here while the vines are still dormant, and we do what we call double pruning. All these canes and stuff and shoots that you see here, this is all new growth from this past year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll come in here and select cut a lot of these out of here. And what that does is that delays bud break about 2 weeks so we can get past that late frost.
Okay, so show me exactly where you would start pruning this.
Okay, well, a lot of times you'll want to start right in the middle. I've just done enough. I just start on one end and go right down the row. We want pretty good spacing, so we've got this end shoot here. We're going to leave this because the buds on the end will bloom out first. They'll shoot out with the growth first, and that'll allow these to make it past the frost. So we'll just kind of move down here, start cutting off these older, weaker looking ones. This one's dead. This one's a little bit stronger, so we'll probably leave that one, That's some growth away from the main vine there. That one's just a big bull cane. We'll get it gone. Try to thin this out.
And this is a painstaking process. You've got to do this through the entire vineyard.
Yep.
And how long? You've got what, 7 acres of grapes here or more?
I do, and I've got to do every one of them by hand. This will take me about 4 weeks. We've got over 3,000 vines probably, and putting in another 1,600 this spring.
Wow. Wow. And so basically, what do? Do you leave this here and it will?
I'll leave these. We'll cut these trimmings off here. And you can see right here, this bud right here is already swelled up. Of course, it's going to be trimmed off. If it didn't, the freeze tonight would probably kill it.
So obviously you've got these trained so that these are supported really, really nice. So if a homeowner is thinking about doing some grapevines, they really need to consider their trellis system because it gets heavy, right?
Yeah, their trellis system, what style of trellis they're going to put up, depending on what kind of vine it is. A lot of different things come into play there.
So this one's triple wired.
Right.
I guess that's what you call this.
It's VSP. We'll run main cordons down here on the bottom wire. And like I said, this is double pruned. So while these are still here, after frost has come and gone or chance of it, I'll come in and leave 3 buds, a basal bud, a primary, and a secondary bud. So let's just say frost is gone. There's no chance of cold weather. These will come and I'll count up 3 buds and trim them all the way through. Basal, primary, secondary. We'll cut this off since we've got plenty right here.
So even if you initially prune, you're not through pruning?
Oh no, I'll prune these even through the year. So after we've got some greenery out here, now this is what it'll look like after chances of frost. These buds will be swelled up and probably even green. So there's going to also be other little buds that'll pop up along the vine. So while those shoots are 3 inches long and still green, we'll come through and shoot thin then. We'll knock those off. They'll be coming off the bottom, and we'll want to knock those all off while they're still green because you can just flick them and they'll come right off.
And so the purpose of this is it opens up your canopy so you got sunlight that can get in here.
Stays dry.
And so that reduces your disease pressure by keeping it dry.
Yes.
So really, to not do this is a disservice to your grapes. So
it's a necessity. You've really got to do this. You don't want your canopy so thick, there's no light coming through it, there's no sunlight getting to the grapes, and there's no airflow, because like I said, you've got to have that airflow through there to keep the berries dried off, because moisture is the enemy of it.
Got it.
For inspiring garden tours, growing tips, and garden projects, visit our website at volunteergardener.org or on YouTube at the Volunteer Gardener channel, and like us on Facebook.